This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Rodgers again now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Fisher. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now...
And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's go, come on.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
To throw again. Fisher. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fisher. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Gone, 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Operating from the gun, Fisher. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Fisher. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fisher, Packer pressure, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fisher. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
On first down, Rodgers. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man on the comebacker. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go. Hey, flex. Green 19 to 9.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well. To try and knock the ball away.
Z. Ready. 319.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Let's go, come on.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rodgers now, operating from the gun. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
That's it, baby. Z. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Z.
On second down, Taylor. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Slow. 2 jet.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Z.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Z.
On first down, it's Taylor. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Slow. 4 down. Shift. Z.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
McCaffrey, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
319.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers continue to roll.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stay.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Oh, twisting away. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Slow.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got four. Slow.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Taylor now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now Taylor on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Taylor to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to sneak with Taylor. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines is.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Taylor. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 51 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right, over the middle. And it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but, boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are pouring it on. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit...
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is is sacked. Jake Ryan in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Play action, now Taylor. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11.
Zoom.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Luke Kuechly with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play there from McCaffrey. 44 yards on the ground. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Slow. Z.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And it's caught. Touchdown. in for the score. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And this is going to be intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On second down, Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Eric Rowe. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to spin free. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Then he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this